Is the Walrus King in Philadelphia on his way out after the debacle this Monday night? Are the Bears the best team in the league after their thrashing of the Titans this week? Will my son Francis ever overcome his debilitating condition of being half Irish and be able to handle such minimal tasks as showing up on time to his own sports show? Your questions and more answered this week on Handicapping with Hank. Good evening. I'm Howlin' Hank Renard. I went 4-4 in my picks last week, bringing my season record to 18-12. For those of you who follow the show, you'll know that my mediocre week was attributed to my she-demon, ex-lady friend, who threw me out of her one-bedroom, rent-controlled apartment in Little Santo Domingo. In the interim, I've been staying here, in the Armada room, surviving off a ration of oyster crackers and Hennessy, poring over statistics and putting calls in to old friends still working the local beats, doing anything I can to turn this season around. On the phone with us this evening, one of the top sports writers in the business, a former intern and assistant of mine. He's gone on to be a columnist for the Denver Post and the Baltimore Sun, but like all talented writers has been moved to the desolate wasteland of the internet by corporate bean counters and print-averse youth. He now writes for... Francis, what website does he write for now? Hold it up, I can't see it. Overstock, period, C-O-M, lowercase, italicized L, sports. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Tommy Levesque. Tommy, how are you, kid?
Hey, you crazy bastard. How the hell you been?
Not too bad, Tommy, not too bad. Except that is, of course, we're getting canned from WGFY.
Yeah, I heard about that. I meant to call, but this website is really running me ragged. You know, it's a 24-hour news cycle for me here now.
Well, at least you're keeping busy, kid. It's been a while since I've seen you, though.
I know. I think the last time we hung out was when we were shooting Dawson on Philip Michael Thomas's boat in Miami.
What was that, like 30 years ago?
That was this Easter, Francis. But thank you. So, Tommy, what beat do they have you on now? Steelers? Cowboys? Patriots?
I cover it all now, really. I tell you, I'm working on a real big story on the shipment of regulation badminton sets we just got on the site that are on sale for only $26.97. That's 57% off when you see them for in the stores now, Hank.
Well, that sounds like a great deal. But Tommy, who has you excited as we head into the second half of the season here?
Well, I got to tell you, I was really impressed by the Steelers this week and what they did against the Giants on the road. I really like the Patriots' move to pick up the lead to show up the secondary, which was the really only weakness. And the Bears look real strong, but not quite as strong as you'll get with the new rotorless machines we just listed on the site. We have brand-name exercise bikes, elliptical, and motor tracks all on the site for up to 77% off the retail prices you'll find in the stores right now, Hank.
Well, that does sound like a great deal. Very exciting. Tommy, let me ask you this. As we move into the second half of the season, who do you see kind of separating from the pack as more pretender than contender?
Well, I think you've already started to see it with some of the NFC West teams. Arizona has definitely come down to earth, and Seattle has started to get exposed. Baltimore is another team that I think is going to start to falter down the stretch. They've won some real ugly games and just don't look like the same team without Ray Lewis, Hank.
But the lines still seem to reflect the image of an elite team. They're giving as many as 9 to Oakland in one of the 1 o'clock games this week.
Yeah, I saw that, and I think taking the 9 to Oakland is a good value pick. But speaking of value picks, Hank...
Tommy, I'm going to stop you right there. If this is a deal about lawn darts, I'm going to be very upset.
I'm sorry, Hank. With this job, you got to do at least 2 6-hour shifts in the call center, and they won't let me use the phone if I'm not selling something. Well, I have a Pulitzer, 2 local Emmys, and a journalism degree from Northwestern, motherfucker. Fine.
What's going on there, Tommy?
Hank, I gotta go. I just got a shipment in of glow-in-the-dark bocce balls that I have to go help unload off the truck.
Tommy, before you go real quick, just settle something for me and Hank. Did Hank ever date Ann Wilson from Heart?
Date her? That bitch wouldn't leave him alone. Hank, are you still getting pieces of hair in the mail from that crazy bitch?
Okay, starting off with the early games that I like. First, you have the Giants traveling to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. The Giants are giving 4 in the contest. The Giants are going to try and win this game with their strong passing attack and defense. The Bengals are going to try and win this game with having the player with the biggest firebush. Next, the Broncos travel to Carolina. The Broncos are giving 4 in the contest. Both of these teams have been disappointments after major improvements in the offseason. Carolina making their additions almost exclusively through the draft and free agency. Denver making their additions from Easter Island. Next you have New England at home against the Bills. New England's giving 10 in the contest. Take New England minus 10 there. Next you have Minnesota at home against the Lions. Minnesota is getting 2 in the contest. I'll be taking Minnesota plus 2 in that one. The Cowboys travel to Philadelphia this week to play the Eagles. At the midway point in the season, both teams are reeling. Andy Reid looks like he's on his way out. Conversely, Jerry Jones, owner of the Cowboys, had stated in an interview this week that he never plans to replace himself as general manager of the team. When later asked why, he took out a cigar, lit it with a $100 bill, and replied, "'Cause fuck you. That's why." In the Sunday night game, you have the Texans traveling to Chicago to play the Bears, who are giving a point in the contest at home. Bears quarterback Jay Cutler was interviewed this week on Inside the NFL and was asked about doctored pictures of him smoking cigarettes while apathetically playing football, to which Jay Cutler responded, quote, "I get a kick out of that." Things Jay Cutler doesn't get a kick out of? Playing professional football. Finally, you have the Monday night game, which features the hopeless Chiefs traveling down the Trail of Tears to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers, who are giving 11 in the contest. Kansas City is forced to start Matt Castle again due to Brady Quinn's injury and the team's inability to start anybody more qualified. Someone like a Steve DeBerg or even a Keanu Reeves. Regardless, take Pittsburgh minus 11 in that one. So with that, we've completed another week of picks.
Wait. That's it? No joke about Pittsburgh or Polish people, dumb steel workers?
That is because I have never been to Pittsburgh. I know nothing of their ways, nor do I know anything about their ritualistic pagan sex parties.
What?
What?
You know what? Never mind. I don't even want to know.
Good one.